All right, we are recording. We are live. No, we're not. Yeah, we are. We are live. Welcome back to No Filter MMA. This is your boy BJ, and I am back with another interview. This time, guys, I am joined by top UK lightweight contender Scott Superman Butters, making the move down to featherweight to challenge fellow top. Yeah, jumping down in weight, man, going to featherweight to challenge Richard Mearns, man. Tell me how this fight came about, first of all.
In true sort of Superman style, I don't shy away from fights. My last fight really was a turning point. Like, you watch that fight back, and dude, Craig Edwards, I know he's a beast anyway, but looked like two weight classes above me. And like we knew I shouldn't really be fighting lightweight, so it was just a matter of so definitely got me. So straight from that, I didn't really give myself much time to let the diet get out of check. Stayed enjoyed myself a little bit, stayed relatively healthy. And it was like, right, let's see what's coming up. So I'm at the gym one day, I'm just training, doing what I usually do, and I get a message come through saying, do you want to fight on the next Contenders? Obviously, it's my home show. Always enjoy Contenders. They look after me. It's a great promotion. I was like, yeah, I'm interested. Any potential matchups? They're like, well, we've just heard from someone that they want to fight on the show as well. Nothing's been confirmed. We haven't asked him anything about it, but I'm excited about it. I was like, all right, so who are we talking? They're like, Richard Mearns. I was like, boy, that would be a big fight. I was like, look, if he's happy, then yeah, let's do it. I mean, fans would love that fight. And from a neutral perspective, like for guys out there that just like fighting, that's a big fight. I mean, both of us, we're still relatively early on in our career, both 2-2, so we're quite new to the pro scene, but that's still a big fight.
Can you hear me now? Good. Go ahead. Yeah. What were you saying?
Just so like, for me, stylistically, it's a really good match as well. He's got some like real sweet highlight knockouts. And he's killing the grappling scene at the minute. I'm from the grappling background, but working on my striking. So it's two people that are good in both ways, working on both things, coming together to give the crowd what they want.
This is interesting. I mean, this fight to me, man, like, it's crazy because I've interviewed you both, and I look forward to seeing you both fight. And I've seen you guys fight a lot. The style matchup is so interesting that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been talking about it nonstop. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking about it nonstop. And the thing about it is, Richard he's a shorter guy. He's a stockier guy. He's a very powerful puncher. And you, on the other hand, you have this tall, wiry, rangy frame, and you throw with a lot of power, and you're very talented on the ground. So with this matchup being what it is, how do you feel your style matches up, directly with Richard's?
I feel like I can match Richard anywhere. No one has really seen my striking. People have seen glimpses of it. You look at the pro debut. Yeah. That was probably the first time anyone had really seen me strike, apart from throw a big overhand and then look to take someone down. Yeah. So people know that I can strike. I've been saying for a while, I've been working on it. I've been working on my striking. Just get like the old cliche, becoming comfortable being uncomfortable. Back in the day, my striking used to be my uncomfortable part. Getting to the point now where I'm really enjoying my striking, so much so that I'm looking to possibly do like a Muay Thai fight next year as well. So we'll see what's happening. But yeah, I honestly think I can match up with Richard anywhere. And that's no disrespect to him, because he's no slouch. He's like, I met up with him the other week at a grappling tournament, and he was killing the gi and no gi divisions. So yeah, it's a really interesting fight. And again, I want to be tested. I want to put myself out there with the best people that I can get matched against. So I would have been stupid to turn it down.
Yeah. So the cut to featherweight, I think this is a really good move for you. I think it's a good move because the guys that you were fighting at lightweight, more like those were more like welterweights cutting the lightweight. You know what I'm saying? You on the other hand, like you're probably like float probably between 160, 155, somewhere in that range. So I feel like the size of the stature of Richard Mearns is going to match up well against you because this is somebody that's more your weight, someone that's more your size, and it's a better balance between the strength. How do you feel about as far as how is this going to play differently into what you do in your game?
I don't think it's going to make too much difference. I've already got a new nutritionist on board. I'm already walking around about 4 kilos lighter than what I used to outside of camp. So before I used to walk around at like 77 and just diet down, no cut, no weight cut, no sauna, nothing like that. Past couple of times I've been competing, I was grappling yesterday, and I had to be under 73.5. I weighed in for that easy, no problem. So it's just keeping that weight around about the 73 kilo mark now. Get to fight week around about 71. And we'll smash 66, no problem. Just means that I won't be having breakfast before I weigh in anymore. Shit's getting serious. No donuts.
I know the donut obsession is real too.
Pardon?
I said I know the donut obsession is real too.
Yeah, that's got to take a little bit of a backseat for the minute, especially for the first one. See how the first one goes, and then we'll play it by ear. See how many donuts I can fit into camp. But there's nothing wrong with the odd donut at the end of a hard training week, I suppose. Treat myself, have it on a cheat day. But, it's still good. I'm enjoying the diet that my nutritionist got me on. Not even really too much of a diet. Like I'm feeling full all the time. I'm feeling energized. I'm having more energy for my training sessions. I'm hitting more training sessions now. I'm hitting more PBs when I'm strength training and everything like that. So yeah, everything's working well.
So I know you're training down at Elite Norwich. I know you're a big part of that gym. What specifically have you been training the most to get ready for such a well-rounded opponent like Richard? Because this is projected to be a showdown, man. This is projected to be a really big fight for Contenders. So, I mean, in your training regimen, what have you done differently, or is everything just business as normal?
It's basically business as normal, but I'm moving around a little bit more for sparring, so I'm going different places. As I said, I'm hitting more grappling tournaments at the minute. When it comes to my actual training, obviously I'm still at obviously my Thai coach in Great Yarmouth and that. Everything's been tied together at Elite. We know Richard has got great striking. We know he's good on the floor, so every time we're sparring, even if we're doing stand-up, we're getting people to shoot on me. We're getting people to shoot just so I can get them double unders, get that heavy sprawl. That being said, we know that if he does shoot on me, then I'm happy to be on the floor. I'm just excited, man. And like 3 weeks ago, when I was grappling industries tournament in London, obviously entered the advanced division, thinking, let's get some proper high level guys here. It was me, the brown and the black belts, and I was constantly just looking for them scrambles. That's my most interesting part of grappling for me, getting in them scrambles, seeing who can come out on top, and that's where I was catching my submission. So that's what I'm looking for. Hopefully in the fight where we've been getting people to shoot on me, it's that heavy sprawl, look for the scramble, and then catch a submission off that. But the majority of my training has been my stand-up, just because I'm enjoying it so much. Especially like the pro debut, throwing the elbows. it felt a bit strange doing it. Now it's just second nature. Like elbows are coming from everywhere, and
Yeah.
they're causing damage.
Yeah, you haven't really had much opportunity in your last couple of fights to really
Nah.
showcase, because I know as time goes on, as I've talked to you, you keep talking about how much you're starting to get more and more comfortable with the stand up, but you haven't had a chance to show it yet.
No, everyone must be thinking, what's this guy on about? He keeps saying that he's been working on his striking, and he just keeps going grappling. Obviously, the Kim Finhaugen fight injured my shoulder early on, couldn't really
Yep.
do anything,
Yep.
let alone strike. And then in the last fight, when I was in there, I started backing him up with the shots, and then just something in my head, I'm looking at him thinking, this guy is massive. And then something in my head just went, yeah, just shoot. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, just reverted back to the old me, even though I was backing him up with the strikes, putting him towards
Yeah.
the cage.
Yeah.
But then as soon as I entered into that, the grapple, he was just mad strong. And once he had hold of me, I couldn't get off it.
And I noticed it as soon as the fight started, because I watched it live, and as soon as the fight, I was like, whoa. Like I knew it instantly. I was like, this dude is way bigger than Scott. Like, this is crazy. My dad was actually watching with me. He was like, this is a big size difference. I said, yeah, that's a huge size difference. Whew.
Yeah. Yeah, just I think if I'm honest, it was just me being lazy, not wanting to cut down and no, I can do it. I'll be all right. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But I'm at that point now. I'm 2-2. I've got to start taking it serious. I'm getting a little bit older as well now, so I've got to take it serious. Try and push on as far as I can. And a guy like Richard, he's got that name. He's got the Mearns name, ties him with his brother. So yeah, get through this one. It's a big name.
I'm excited for this fight. So you're going from fighting guys that are, one and possibly two weight classes above you to fighting a guy that's smaller than you. So I know that's got to, play into your game, because you haven't fought a guy smaller than you in a while.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should be good. It'd be like, and this is probably going to be one of the only times where I'm like taller and have the reach on someone as well. I'm used to having to try and work on the inside, get to the inside, get where I need to be. Now this should be the chance for me to actually show people my striking and use my hands, and then they'll see that it's real, and that yeah, I can do work. Like, I ain't just the grappler that everyone says I am.
Right.
I like pretty much calling me a grappler.
So pretty much what you're saying is, if this fight happens to stay on the feet, or this fight, however this fight goes, if staying on the feet is part of it, you're ready to stand and bang.
100%. 100%. And Richard's the same. Like, you watch Richard's fights, there isn't really many backward steps, so
yeah,
they can cut that cage down like in half, and we'll both still be stood there, I reckon.
Yeah, because I was going to say, Richard comes forward. He comes forward. He comes forward with a lot of him and his brother. Both they're pressure fighters. They come forward and they throw heavy strikes, and and I know that can. I'm being neutral on this fight. I'm being very neutral. I'm trying to be neutral as I can, because I have to interview you both, so it's crazy. But what I was saying, typically what you see is sometimes when those powerful strikers come forward throwing those strikes, someone who is not saying you're more well-rounded than Richard, but someone who is versed to the wrestling game ducks under, and that's a great opportunity for them to take him to the ground. So it's crazy to kind of envision how this is going to go on the feet with both of you. It's because both of you like to go to the ground, and both of you like to strike. So that's. But I don't want to go one way or another. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. We've got a lot of mutual friends, and everyone just says like it's a good fight for the UK MMA scene. It is a good fight, and it deserves to be up there on the main card of any of the big shows. I think
Yes.
Good performance on this, and me and Richard could quite easily be on any of the big shows, the Cage Warriors, the Bellators, another Contenders, because Contenders is doing big moves at the minute. I've got some sort of exclusive news to let you know about Contenders at the end of the interview for you to share with
Okay.
your followers as well. So that'll be good.
Absolutely. Okay.
So yeah, I think at the minute we both deserve to be on the bigger shows, but after the end of this fight, then everyone in the scene will know both the names, and there's people won't be able to not have us on the shows.
Yeah, I was going to make that statement. That a big win for either one of you here is very pivotal for both of your careers, and it could launch both of you into that next level. That next level of your career. And that puts a lot of pressure on both of you because you both are two. This is a very important fight for the UK. You guys
Yeah.
are two of the top names in the UK. So, how does that going into this fight, such a big fight? This is probably the most pressure that both of you have had on each other in any of your fights. So how's that going to play into it? How's that going to play into everything? Are you prepared for that?
Yeah, I mean, I take every fight on its own accord. For me, every fight's an important fight. Um, you never know. Like I've had it before where I thought that I wouldn't be able to fight anymore. So I take every fight as if it could be my last. You want to do the best you can. I want to give myself that name, like not only for me but for my kids to be able to say, "Oh, my dad, he was a great fighter. He's got all these trophies." This that they can look back on YouTube, see my videos, this that and the other. But also it helps set up my future in the coaching side of things as well. Like I can say I was a pretty big name, not only in my area, but I managed to do good things in the UK as well. So yeah, I don't really let the pressure get to me too much. But that being said, I've said it before, pressure makes diamonds, and 28th, I'm gonna shine like a diamond.
Ooh. Scott Superman Butters said he is ready to go to war. He's ready to
Oh
go to
yeah,
war, man. This is literally going to be a war. This is going to be a war.
100%.
Like everyone that I've got a lot of people over here that I talk to that follow my podcast, whatever. They follow you guys' career now because they've seen you guys on my podcast. And I had a guy reach out to me just a couple of days ago, and they say, he said, I know you're covering this Mearns versus Butters fight. He said, man, I can't choose. Even if I wasn't a fan of either one, I can't choose looking at their footage. I'm like, man, it's that kind of fight. It's that kind of fight.
Yeah, they haven't
Yeah.
got to choose. Like no matter the result, the fans have won regardless because they're going to see a hell of a fight. So let's just say the fans are going to win this one.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So it's now I know things have picked up at the gym. I know you guys started that gym, and now things have picked up. You have a legit roster at the gym. Tell us about how things are operating now. This far out from opening up your gym, how are things going there? As far as your fighters progressing forward and starting their careers.
Things are going really well. We got guys. We've been hitting a few of us have been hitting the grappling scene. A few of them we've been doing inter clubs and things like that. So everything's going really well. We do the charity MMA as well, where they get 8 weeks training and they all fight and raise money for cancer research and things like that. So we've had a few people that have done that and then stayed on. And we've also, the night before Contenders, they're running an amateur show, the Road to Contenders. So we've got quite a few guys getting their first taste of competition on that.
Nice.
Exactly the same venue, same production, but literally just for the amateurs, so they get their own special night. Yeah, they're really looking forward to it. And as always, I want them guys to get as good, as quick as they can. The better they get, the more training partners I've got. And then, again, the better name the gym gets, and we can get out there. And then, yeah, everyone takes it serious. We got guys coming from other gyms to come and train with us every now and then as well. So we got another local guy, Shayville. He trains at another gym around here. He comes down, he gets some sparring rounds in with us. He does a couple of sessions a week. We've got some other guys coming up. Mikey Finn comes from a taekwondo background. Yeah, you can't give him space because he'll just spin on you, and them kicks to the body just horrible. We got a good mix of styles. We've got the guys that like to pressure you and keep you working the whole time. We've got the guys that like the distance, like Mikey, that work well under distance. We've got the guys that just love being on the floor. We've got some decent strikers that have also got good sprawls. So me personally, I've got the best of everything. We've got great coaches down there. The owners down there, they listen to the coaching staff, and it's anything we need, they'll, within reason, they'll invest into the gym, and they'll do us a solid. They've just booked Dean Lister. Dean Lister's coming over for a seminar September the 7th. So yeah, they want to push the gym on as much as all the coaching staff and as much as all the fighters do as well. So we're lucky, and we still got that massive cage as well, which makes it hell of a difference.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say something about the cage. Like, you guys have a legit cage in there.
Yeah. It's literally, I think it's 24 foot. So it's the same size as a lot of shows use for competitions. It's just slightly smaller than the cage that Contenders uses.
Right. Ooh. Man, that's a lot, man. That's good, though. It's good that you guys have, that means, all those different styles that you named, you get to train with everything. You get to prepare for everything.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Definitely.
So what are you eating, Scott? I know things are, I know you gotta make that featherweight cut now. So what changes as far as, as far as the diet have you done? Like, what are you eating to make sure you stay on weight?
I'm just holding back on the donuts, the cakes, the treats, and things like that. Just being a little bit more measured with what I'm eating, so having to weigh things out and things like that. Being sensible about things, like I used to enjoy like my oats and my porridge before, but now it's like routine. I have it every day, so it doesn't get boring. I've got like cinnamon in with it, chia seeds, different fruit, things like that. Usually I hate peanut butter, but I found putting a tablespoon of peanut butter in there actually makes a big difference. So yeah, it's just being regimented and weighing things out. I've always been a fan of veg and fruit, so if I feel like I could do with a little bit more food, then I'll just bang an extra handful of veggies on there. Yeah. Still enjoying the good protein, so I mean, it's a chore, but my nutritionist says I've got to have steak like 2-3 times a week, so who am I to argue with a man? So yeah, steak 2-3 times a week, tuna, cod, mackerel, any fish I want, chicken, basically anything I want. If there's anything that I think, he's on hand 24/7, I just drop him a message, just like, yeah, go for it. We'll just mix it up. We'll change this, that, and the other. So yeah, it's all good. It's not the chore that people think it will be, but then again, my cut still isn't going to be that bad. I was waking up, having breakfast before weighing in, and still weighing in at like 69. So if you think about that, that's only 3 kilos.
Yeah.
Not having breakfast would put me at like 68.5, something like that. So it's only 2.5 kilos, which I could easily do in water anyway. So yeah, I was messaging him yesterday after the comp, and I was like, is it strange that I'm actually looking forward to this weight cut? He said, yeah, that is a little bit strange.
Yeah.
But he said maybe you're actually looking forward to performing at your optimum for after the weight cut. I said, yeah, that's probably it. But I am still quite interested in like the hot baths and things like that. So we'll see. Back in my early amateur days, I used to do a little bit of water loading and things like that, but I was never really like 100% sure on it because we never had the high level coaches and things like that I've got now. So it was always like, I think this is what you do, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I'm interested, intrigued, and looking forward to it. And I'm starting to see abs already.
Hey, that's always good. That's
Usually
always
that's usually only on like weigh-in day, but we got abs already, so it's all good.
So I just feel like we're gonna see a stronger, faster, more technical Scott Butters at featherweight. I feel like featherweight is good
One
for you
hundred
because
percent.
I think you're gonna be, like I said, I think you're gonna be faster, you're gonna be stronger, you're gonna be more technical, and you're just gonna be a better Superman. That's how I feel.
100
Yeah,
percent. We're it's it's Superman 2.0.
2.0.
We're yeah, we're coming with that next level.
Right. So what are you doing for fun, man? I know you gotta have some days in there where you just kick back and do whatever you want.
Um, just family, really, mate. Seeing seeing the missus and the girls. The missus working real hard at the minute. Kids are on school holidays, so it's any little time we get trying to mix things up. Crazy golf, days at the beach, things like that.
Yeah.
Like we were having some crazy weather over here, so it was like, right, let's get to the beach, enjoy it while we can, because we'll probably only get like 3 or 4 days of it, and then it'll go back to normal British rain. So it's like, yeah, let's try and enjoy it as much as we can. Um, yeah, coaching, I'm enjoying the coaching as well. So any time I get, I like to help some of our up and coming fighters. I'm enjoying
Yep.
my strength and conditioning, so I'm passing that on as well. Like I had a couple of guys in this morning, just working on strength and conditioning. But yeah, the main things like just as silly as it sounds, just sitting with the missus and enjoying like just sitting down and watching a film. Like
Yeah.
it's not that often we get to do it. One that I haven't got to see yet is Toy Story 4, which I'm pretty gutted about, but I do really want to see that. So
Yeah.
hopefully get around to that soon.
So
I'm
are
a
you
big
still
kid when it.
using the are you still using the CBD for the shoulder?
Yeah, not necessarily for the shoulder. I just use it as all part of my recovery now. So I've got the balm that I use after heavy training sessions. We had a sprint session the other day, so just chucking some of the balm on my calves and things like that. I have the oral drops that I take morning and night, and then I have the vape pen for like an instant hit as well that I take. I went through a phase of using hemp as well, so I'd smoke it so that I'd just get straight in as well. But then it's the whole smoking side of things, but outside of camp, it's not too bad. Very relaxing. I can see why people smoke and that. But yeah, I think without the CBD, getting older, you get more aches and pains, and injuries take longer to heal. So the CBD does make a massive difference. So shout out to CBD Ultra for always looking after me and
Yeah.
keeping me hooked up with that good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of fighters have been talking about the joys of CBD, what it does to the body after because you guys get banged up. You guys constantly get banged up, man. So you got to have something that's going to help in the inflammatory part of things, and it also helps mentally too. A lot of people say it helps,
100%.
calm their mind after a long session or a hard day at training or whatever.
If you think
So,
like
side
most
effects too.
most of my training sessions, I'm not home till gone 10 in the evening. Then by the time I
Yeah,
got out of the shower and things like that, your mind's still going. You've still got that little bit of adrenaline, so you need something to calm you back down. Otherwise, I'm not getting to sleep till like gone midnight. Otherwise, I've still got to be up for work the next day. So
yeah,
yeah, mentally and physically, it's one of the best things about. And not just for people that do sports, but I think just for everyday life, people will be surprised the benefits it can have for them.
yeah. Yeah, it's great. I'm hearing all about it, man. I mean, across the whole sport, everybody's talking about it. Um, but Scott, man, this back to your upcoming fight, man. I'm so excited, man. Like when I first started interviewing you guys, I said, I told my buddy, I said this will be a really good matchup Scott Butters versus
I
either
remember
one of the
you
Mearns
telling me
brothers.
about it.
And boom, here we fast forward a couple of years, and here we are. This is a
Yeah.
huge fight, man. You know, I kind of want to. I can see this fight going a few ways. You know, but like I said, I'm staying neutral, of course. But I'm super excited to see you guys. Contenders is going to do huge. This card is going to do huge numbers. This card is going to do. It's going to be a lot of eyes on this card, most definitely.
Definitely. It's going to be streamed live around the world on Fight TV. So anyone that's got that, it'll be on there. If you haven't already got Fight TV, drop me a message. I'll give you my code. It gives you some sort of discount, so you'll be able to watch Contenders stream for a little bit cheaper. We've got the two best, I think they're flyweight women in Europe competing for the flyweight belt. Both Polish girls, and that's going to be a tear up. But the big thing about Contenders is they've literally just had the rebrand, so the logo's changed a little bit. Obviously, I mentioned earlier about the Road to Contenders, which is the amateur show happening before. But for you guys out in the States, keep February next year free, because Contenders is hitting Orlando. Orlando is a go.
Okay.
Look at that, big show. So I'm going to put you in contact with the owners and the promoters of Contenders, and they'll be able to have a proper chat with you and let you know what's going on. And it'd be good to get a little information out for them. And you're going to be one of the first people in the US that knows about Contenders, bringing the same high energy, high impact, great fights over to the States. And it's going to fit in great with all your promotions you've already got over there.
Nice. Heck yeah. That's going to be, dude, that could give you the opportunity to fight a lot of people.
It would be
give
good.
You the opportunity to fight, to fight in the States. You never know. You never know what that can bring you. That's going to be awesome, and I appreciate that.
Could be an excuse to check out Disney World as well.
Say that one more time.
Could be an excuse to check out Disney World as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure the kids would enjoy that.
Well, Scott, I ain't going to hold you for too long. I want to get you to give No Filter MMA your message to Richard Mearns.
Richard Mearns, thank you for, as you said, welcoming me to the featherweight division. Bring your A game on, bring your mind. It's going to be a hell of a fight. Let's give the fans what they deserve. We both know this is the people's fight of the night, so let's lay it all on the line and have a good one.
Oh man, this is going to be amazing. Give a shout out to your sponsors, your coaches, and the floor is yours right now, man.
Everybody, so first of all, I want to thank Elite Gym Norwich.
Oh yeah, you got an announcement to make. That's right.
Yeah, the announcement was about Contenders. So
okay.
Everybody keep your eyes peeled. February 2020, Contenders is hitting the US. It's going to be big. Elite Gym Norwich's premier training facility. They got some of the best coaches down there. Come check it out. Team Fuzetta in Great Yarmouth, my Thai coach. Anyone that's in that little video that was doing the rounds the other day, you can see like he does some crazy things. Like, look at me a few years ago, I wouldn't have been doing what I was doing then. Now I've got all my sponsors, my day one sponsors, Ultimate Fight Outlet. I've got Max Bateman Diversifit. I've got Wyndham Scaffolding. Not only are they my sponsor, they're my employer. He helps me out like big time. He gives me the time I need off work to train. SA Nutrition, some of the best supplements in the UK. CBD Ultra, get that CBD in. You need it. You really do need it. And then just everybody else, everyone that's helping me, whether you're big, whether you're small, whether you're a fan, whether you're a hater that's still sharing my name, I don't care. You're getting my name out there. Just thank you to everyone. And without the fans, there would be no shows. Without the shows, there's no fighters. So I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you very much. And BJ, and you, my man. Without you giving us the chance to express ourselves, I really do appreciate it, mate.
Anytime. Like I said, I'm looking forward to this fight. This is going to be a huge fight. I'm taking the day off of work for this fight. I'm going to have it on the TV. I'm turning my phone off. I don't want anybody calling me. My eyes. I'm not blinking. I'm not blinking at all, man. I'm psyched about this fight.
Good man.
Hey, man, this is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. This is your boy Scott Butters. Make sure you guys go follow Scott Butters on Instagram. You can follow him on Facebook, anywhere you want to. Drop those comments in the comment section. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and we are out.
If you don't want to subscribe to No Filter MMA, you can fuck off.